What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cracker Hunters. I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm Anubis.
And we're doing another Shootin' the Shit.
Shootin' the Shit.
And today we're going to be talking about another one of our favorite directors, Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, I really like Christopher Nolan.
Me too, man.
He brought back Batman with a fucking vengeance.
With a vengeance. We're going to go into detail about that last one.
I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hey.
But he did.
I'm happy.
Yeah. I also dislike him because he brought back Batman a little bit. I'll go into detail about that a little later, too.
Yeah, I would like to know that. Like, hey,
but yes, Christopher Nolan, man, I love his directorial style, man. What I love about him most is he doesn't dumb down his movies at all. Like he's got some movies that really test your intelligence.
I think that he doesn't dumb them down, but maybe he makes it so the layman can understand it.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
But man, he has a very unique directorial style. I don't think it's as obvious as some of the other directors we were talking about.
I think it kind of is.
I don't think so, man.
I honestly think it kind of is.
Well,
yeah, I mean, you watch one of his movies, you're, oh, well, even before you know the director, oh, that's Christopher Nolan film.
Really, I don't feel that way. I think, man, for him, he's more of a intellectual director.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, though. It's like that's how you know that that's his movie. Like, it's not as in your face as Quentin Tarantino or Guillermo del Toro or even Steven Spielberg.
Right.
But you can tell it is a Nolan movie.
That's fair enough, because, I can agree with that.
It seems like every one of them kind of converge at the end.
Yeah, I agree.
So that right there is his mark. And, you know, with all the great directors, every single one of them, every one of the great directors have a character or an actor that they use.
Yep, and he has one himself.
He has several.
You know, he does have several. Like, one thing I really like about him, like, we were talking about in our last video, our last Shootin' the Shit, where we wish more directors would not really pick, but if you work good with a particular actor, continue to work with the actor. And Christopher Nolan, he has several that he's worked with, and that are in several of his movies.
Yeah, like, I mean, we have Tom Hardy, Michael Caine, Christian Bale.
What's his other name? I'm trying to think of who is this. We got our paper out here because we wanted to make sure we had enough our stuff down. It was Cillian Murphy. That's the guy from Sunshine.
Oh yeah. Cillian Murphy. Yeah. Well, he's in two of his.
He's in three of his. Both the Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. So that's three right there.
And Inception.
Inception, yes.
Yeah.
So that's 4 movies.
So he actually worked a lot with him too. Michael Caine, he's worked with the most.
I noticed your Prestige quote right here. That's wrong.
Andy Serkis?
Yeah, that was Bowie.
No, that was
David Bowie.
Andy Serkis is the guy.
He was the butler.
Yes. Well, is he a butler really?
Yeah. Well, he's the other guy.
Yeah, the assistant.
Tesla was David Bowie.
Yeah, and that, man, honestly, I don't want to go jump ahead, but let's start with one of his first movies, Memento.
Oh.
I know he made a movie before that called The Following. I've not seen that one. I think
that one's more of a cult classic.
Maybe because I've never seen it and I don't know much about it, so I don't want to go into detail about it because I don't want to sound stupid.
Right. I mean, I've never seen it either.
Yeah. So we're going to start with Memento. Oh my goodness! Like, what I love about Christopher Nolan movies is, well, some of them, his movies aren't the type of movie you can come in at the middle of the movie and follow the plot.
Maybe you could on the Batman.
Yeah, the Batman ones.
You could,
Batman ones you can.
The majority of his you can't.
Yeah, you really got to come in from the beginning.
Yeah, you got to watch the whole thing.
Yes, and Memento is one of those movies.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can't come in on Memento and watch half the movie, come in with half of the movie done and know what in the hell is going on, because we got in that one we have Guy Pearce as Leonard. And he has a problem with memory loss.
Well, it's like I think he loses. He doesn't have short-term memory.
He has short-term memory loss. Yeah, that's right.
And it's like every 30, 40. No, it's like every hour or something. He loses.
I'm not sure if it's every hour. It's a certain period of time, but I'm not sure.
No, it's got to be at least because he's got to take
Polaroids.
Insulin.
Yeah, insulin. Okay, yeah.
Or no, the guy that he remembers had to take insulin.
Well, that's right. And the guy Guy Pearce's guy. Leonard, he has to his short-term memory is so bad. He actually has to tattoo reminders on him because he's looking for the person who killed his wife.
Raped and killed.
Yeah, raped and killed his wife. So in order for this to go down, he has to tattoo. He's tattooing different reminders about different people.
And right on his chest, he's like must kill John something, right? John S.
I think so, something like that. So he's got to tattoo all that stuff so he can remember who to trust, who not to trust, and things like that. And Guy Pearce, man, is amazing in that movie.
Yeah, he really is. And the Polaroids too.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing too is that also that's one of the, I think that's one of the starts of his filming career where everything leads to the end, because during the movie you see like little skits of Guy Pearce's character Leonard talking on the phone. And the whole time he's talking on the phone, I mean, he's talking about random stuff, you know. Just,
right.
I mean, talking about the story and what he needs to do and what he has to do and what's going on with him. But the whole time he's scratching his arm because he's got a new tattoo with a bandage on it.
Which you should not do, by the way.
Right, it's a slap. It's a slap.
That's right.
But he's doing that, and then at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, he pulls the bandage off and it says, "Never answer the phone."
Yeah, that's right.
And he's like, as soon as he sees that while he's on the phone, he hangs it right up.
So yeah, so that I love that movie because of it, and it repeats some of the scenes, but you're getting more and more of a revelation of who killed his wife and what's going on,
right?
And why he's in the situation he's in.
And with the secondary character,
that will be John Pantoliano.
Teddy?
Yeah, Teddy. I can't pronounce his last name. It looks Italian.
Well, he is Italian. He's in a lot of movies. He's in a lot of gangster movies.
He's in a lot of movies, period.
Hell, he's in both Bad Boys.
Yeah, about to say, yeah, Bad Boys, yeah. He's what was it, captain?
Yeah.
Yeah, captain in Bad Boys.
Tactical captain.
Yeah.
Something like that. He's the asshole. The little asshole.
Yeah. But yeah, he's amazing. I mean, this whole crew is amazing in this movie.
Actually, yeah, all the actors were really good. But I think that's with the good director. You have a good director, you're going to make your actors better.
Right.
And not only that, but the Teddy character and Carrie Ann Moss, they actually played in The Matrix together.
Yep, you're right.
So they've all worked together, except for the only thing is Guy Pearce. He was one of the only ones that Christopher Nolan didn't use again.
No, he didn't.
I think that, I don't know why.
He didn't use Carrie Ann Moss either, or Joe. He didn't use him either.
Okay, well, he didn't use any of those again, but I'm not really sure why, because they're all really good actors.
Yeah, they are. They were phenomenal actors.
Carrie Ann Moss, maybe not so much.
Not so much.
Not so much on the level
of Guy Pearce
the other
and
two.
Joe. Yeah. She's nowhere on that.
Joe
Pantoliano or something like Pantoliano or something like that.
Some really hard name to pronounce.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Italian.
Yeah, Italians. I hate your last names because they are so hard to pronounce.
They really are.
Ugh.
But
shorten them up.
But I mean that movie.
And this is not a slight against Italians. I love Italians.
But that movie, man.
But your names are too long.
That movie, dude. It really kind of.
It messes with you, man.
It really kind of does, dude.
Like I said, it's one of those movies that you can't come into in the middle and understand what's going on.
It was John T. Must remember to kill John T.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. And you got to, like, in that movie, that is one of the main ones where you have to watch that from the beginning to understand what's going on.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see that throughout his career.
Yeah.
The progression of that, like, we can go even with,
there's another movie I have not seen, so I don't want to go into detail. Because there's only 2 movies on this list I have not seen.
Insomnia.
Insomnia is another one that was made after Memento. So we won't be going into that one because I've never seen that.
Okay, he's got 10 films out.
And basically 2 of them I haven't seen.
3 of them I haven't seen. I haven't seen Insomnia. I haven't seen.
He hasn't seen
The Following
or Dunkirk.
And I haven't seen Dunkirk, but that's not by choice though. I mean, I'm gonna see it as soon as I can, as soon as I'm able to.
Right.
I've actually wanted to see it since I saw the trailer.
It's really good.
But I heard it was.
Yeah, it is.
But all the other ones, that's 7 movies out of 10.
Oh yeah, that's a good percentage. That's 70% that you've seen.
But what do you want to talk about next?
Well, we're going to go to Batman Begins. This one right here, man, Christopher Nolan's direction really helped bring Batman back to the forefront. Because we'd already had Batman Forever and Batman.
I have to Batman and Robin, but I have to do this. I have to do this. Fuck you, Joel Schumacher. Fuck you. Do not ever put nipples on a bat suit. Fuck you.
Anyways.
Okay, I had to.
Oh, I don't blame you. If you hear me say bat nipples, yeah, that was the dumbest designer decision that anyone's ever made.
Now, Christopher Nolan, his first design for the bat suit
was more like the original one, or it's like
brilliant. It's not the original. It's a new idea.
Right, but I disagree. I
thought the first suit was awesome.
I
don't care about that.
Can't turn your neck or nothing.
At least it looks good.
Oh, it does look good. And I like Christopher Nolan's directorial style as far as that, because and what I loved about that movie is it put Batman in a more grounded universe. Actually,
what it was we'll take Batman Begins. This is actually loosely based off of the Frank Miller's Year One Batman.
And it makes sense.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because there's scenes in the comic book that is exactly like the scenes in the Christopher Nolan Batman Begins, like where he points the stapler at Gordon and he's wearing the ski mask and his suit.
Right.
Before he got the cape. That is in the comic book, and that is absolutely almost 100% word for word. So that's why I think that really stood out to me, because that's where Nolan got that idea from, was the Frank Miller Batman Year One.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know. I love that comic series. There's 4 of them. Y'all should really invest. They're worth it.
But yeah, and I love too, man. I think he picked perfect casting. I don't like it's the second movie. But I like Christian Bale's Batman. I don't like the voice.
He did a lot better in the first movie, in Batman Begins. Not only did he sound better, but he actually looked better.
Well, I think it would have made more sense to go along the route of like how Batman v Superman and Justice League, where it's like a voice modulator in his throat, where on his suit or something like that, where it automatically changes his voice.
Right.
I wish they'd have went more along with that, especially with it's Bruce Wayne. All the tech he has, and especially the tech we've seen in that movie.
Remember, this is when he's first starting out.
Well, that's right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree. That's first when he's starting out.
He's just kind of getting his bearings.
And we have, we're forgetting one main thing. Ra's al Ghul.
Liam. That's the thing too, man. That's the correct pronunciation of the name. They call him Roz.
It's Ra's al Ghul.
It's Ra's.
Don't ever, if you ever want to lose the respect of your comic book friends, people, when you talk about Batman Begins or any comic book considered Ra's al Ghul, don't say Roz, because that's the wrong pronunciation. It's Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul.
Yes. PSA. Public service now. That you know. Want to help you all out. But
I think it was a good casting choice.
I think so too, man, because it showed the training that Bruce Wayne went through to become Batman.
Yep, and fear toxin.
Yeah, and I really like that too, where it shows. The only thing that's different is where he trained with the League of Shadows. It's a little different than.
Yeah, they're actually called the League of Assassins.
Well, it's not even just that. Bruce Wayne didn't train with the League of Assassins.
In some universes, he did.
The ones that I'll say this: the main universe that we know, he did not.
Right.
And I think that's because we're technically in the comic books. The main one we're used to is Earth 1.
Right.
Yeah, so
that's Batman's awesome.
That's the Batman we know and love, the main one.
Yeah.
And he did not get trained by the League of Shadows, League of Assassins.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, League of Assassins.
I was about to.
But my only critique of all the Nolan Batman movies, the fight scenes were horrible. Like they were
badly directed.
Badly choreographed.
Badly choreographed.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, Batman is supposed to be able to drop into a group of 10 to 15 people, beat the shit out of all of them, and then disappear.
You know what it reminds me of? They try to make Christian Bale use a lot of Muay Thai with the elbows and the knees. Because you see him, when he disarms, he throws down.
Right.
That's not right.
But it's just that the fight scenes are so slow and horribly choreographed.
And The Dark Knight Rises.
We'll get to that one.
Well, actually, it's the same point. Fight scene. There's a scene where a dude just falls down.
Right. But that's like my only critique of the Christopher Nolan Batman movies is the fight scenes were horribly choreographed. That's it. Other than that, I do appreciate him bringing Batman to the forefront and grounding him in a more realistic universe.
Also, I think he had some balls too. Christopher Nolan had some balls with the cast of the bad guys. I mean, you got Scarecrow, which is Crane.
It's Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, it's Cillian
Ichabod Crane.
No, that's from Sleepy Hollow. But
are you sure it's not Ichabod?
It's not Ichabod Crane. Ichabod Crane's the teacher in Sleepy Hollow.
What was Crane's first name then, since you know so much shit? Exactly.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I've been drinking.
Are you sure it's not Ichabod Crane?
It's not Ichabod Crane, man. Ichabod Crane's from Sleepy Hollow. It's
Crane is not his last name in Sleepy Hollow, though.
Fuck.
Yeah, see.
You got me. You don't got me. Just give me a minute. I'll think. I'll probably end up bursting out with it.
I thought it was Ichabod Crane.
Ichabod Crane's from Sleepy Hollow.
Okay, well, fine. We'll leave it at that. Comment section. Let us know. Because I thought it was Ichabod Crane or something like that.
Cillian Murphy does the character of Scarecrow. Which I thought it took some balls. Yeah, it took some balls to actually use Scarecrow because that's not a very well-known.
Right, exactly.
Very well-known.
But it makes sense because Scarecrow could be grounded in reality. Right. He's making a fear toxin or fear.
Jonathan Crane, that's his name. Jonathan Crane. I told you it would come to you.
It would come to him. He was right. I'll admit it.
And Jonathan Crane, yeah, that's a really risky. Sleepy Hollow, man. The Headless Horseman.
I wasn't even thinking about Sleepy Hollow at all.
Anyway, I know it's the Crane name, but anyway, and using Raish, I mean that takes some balls.
I think it takes more balls using Scarecrow as far as a lesser known character. But if you think about it, Scarecrow is probably one of the few ones that makes more sense in a grounded universe because you can cook something up that might maybe
he's human.
Yeah, exactly, and it makes more sense. So I do appreciate it, and it was a good movie. Like I love Batman Begins.
I'm glad he didn't start off with the Joker.
And I agree, and I'm glad he redeemed the Batman franchise after Batman and Robin.
Yes,
because I'm pretty sure really that people were excited about Batman.
I wasn't.
I wasn't either, but I'm glad he did it.
And I was proven wrong when I saw Batman Begins because I loved it.
Yeah, I did too.
I really loved it. I like it. I like it
starting point.
A little, maybe a little less than The Dark Knight.
Right.
But it's right there with it.
Okay.
And what's the next one?
So the next one we're gonna go to, and we're trying to be a little more uniform, but we're getting to my favorite Christopher Nolan movie. This is my favorite.
My second favorite.
Right. This is my favorite Christopher Nolan movie, The Prestige.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that movie is so damn good.
That's another thing too. Michael Caine plays.
Yeah, he played Michael Caine, except with the exception of Memento. I think Michael Caine plays in every single movie.
So he play in the.
He plays in all three Batmans.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. After Memento, after that, he plays in all three Batmans. He plays in Inception. He plays in Interstellar.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that's right. So
does he play in Dunkirk?
No, Dunkirk is the only other one.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think that's his acting.
Out of 10 movies, he's in 3. I mean, he's in 7. No, he's in 7.
He's in 7.
7. So that's a good. So he found his actor that he was willing to work with, and I like
Christian Bale's in quite a few of them.
But it's only
too.
in 3.
No.
He was in The Prestige. So
that's
far,
right.
Yeah. And so The Prestige. Spoiler alert for anybody who's never watched any of these movies. We haven't went into detail about really too much about, except for Memento. But spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen these movies, which I think you all should have, but you never know.
You really should watch them.
Yeah. But The Prestige, so what we got here are
two magicians. Or illusionists.
Yeah, illusionists. Yes, thank you, illusionists. Quotations. But so we have 2 illusionists. What happens is Christian Bale's illusionist, and that was Christian Bale's character was Alfred Broden.
Well,
so we'll call him. What would you say, Alfred? Yeah, that's his name.
You got it written down, but there's 2 of them.
Give me time. I'm getting to that.
Okay.
So we got Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale's character, Alfred, and Hugh Jackman's character, Robert. So basically, what happens in the beginning of the movie? Now a little bit into it. Basically,
they work together.
They worked together in the beginning. They were good friends. They worked together, good illusionists. And what happens is Robert's wife agrees drowns because she agrees to do a different knot that they normally do with
It's the Houdini.
Alfred, yeah.
It's the Houdini's water escape trap.
And they were using a particular knot, but they want to try a new one. And
Christian Bale wanted to try
Christian new one, and his wife and Hugh Jackman's wife agreed. So, long story short, she drowned.
Yeah,
she
doesn't make it.
So basically,
because of the knot.
Yeah, so basically, Hugh Jackman's character blames Christian Bale's character for the death of his wife, and they split up, and then it's a competition.
It's a war. It's not a competition. It's a full-on.
Yeah, and it's a war that goes on from that point on.
Yeah.
Between the two illusionists, they're trying to one up each other and be the best illusionists that they can be, or best illusionists out there. And what I love about this, there's a hint of mystery behind this.
Oh, dude, like the teleporting man.
Yes,
that is.
I
was going to say that trick right there is exactly what starts it.
Yes, because what happens is Hugh Jackman's character goes to watch one of them.
He can't duplicate it.
Yeah, well, no, I'm getting to that.
Okay, well, I'm just saying he can't duplicate it. He can't.
I'm explaining
he doesn't
the trick.
Okay.
All right. Fuck.
Oh, calm down.
But basically, what happens is Hugh Jackman's character goes to watch one of Christian Bale's character shows, and he does a trick. The
teleporting man.
The teleporting man that Hugh Jackman realizes, because the audience didn't really make a big fuss about it, and Hugh Jackman realized that it was one of the greatest magic tricks that he'd ever seen.
It's because of his showmanship that he didn't, that the audience didn't really get it.
Exactly, and so Hugh Jackman goes to Tesla, which is David Bowie's character, to make him a machine that can help him do that.
Actually do it though, for real.
Yeah, exactly. Do it like for real. And another thing another thing I love in this movie is it shows the battle. Even if it's just a little bit, maybe it's 5 minutes or whatever, but it shows the battle between Tesla and
Edison.
Edison, yes. It shows the battle that they were having as far as the electrical system that they were using.
But Tesla, we all know, is better.
Yes, and Tesla's system would have worked better.
And it has
alternating current. That's what he wanted to use.
Actually, it's being said now that Tesla's system was ripped off by Edison.
Yeah, oh yeah. Edison stole a lot of it. Like, let's just get this out there. Edison stole some ideas. And
Christopher Nolan cast the perfect person to play Tesla, which was David Bowie.
Yes, and I mean, it fits it perfectly. And so basically, he makes it, and basically, it's able to teleport him in a nutshell.
It doesn't teleport, it clones.
Oh, yes, it clones. Yes. I'm not going to give away the ending, which we're jumping at.
Actually, we kind of already did.
No, not really.
Well, I about did.
Excuse me, everybody.
I want to. Maybe we should skip to the next movie.
No. I still want to talk about this. This is a spoiler alert. They're watching it. They love it.
Okay, the movie itself.
Well, we won't give away the particular ending.
Yeah, because
the ending messes you up. Like the ending.
It'll fuck your head up.
Yes, because what happens is, I won't tell too much more about it, because what happens is you get a couple of revelations to show just how deep the commitment to
the dedication
for Hugh Jackman's character and
Christopher Nolan's.
Not Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale.
Yeah,
Christian Bale's, how dedicated they are to their art, and it shows what they're willing to sacrifice to be the best illusionist that they can that's out there.
And both of them deserve.
Yeah, both of them deserve. Well, both of them deserve what they got, because both of them did some pretty fucked up shit. Yeah, like Hugh Jackman's character, he did the more. He is more fucked up.
Dude, man, it's dark.
Ooh, it's dark.
It's really.
It's murder. Is what it is.
Yeah,
it's murder.
It's a really dark movie. Once you get to the end.
Yeah, when you realize how dark it is.
But it's totally wonderful.
Yeah, it's like I said,
I think we missed Scarlett Johansson's character. So she was in it, and she was beautiful.
Yeah, she was. Well, it's Scarlett Johansson. So.
Well, I think what it is she helps Christian Bale's character.
No. She helps. She actually helps both of them. Yeah, she's playing both sides almost.
But she really has more dedication towards Christian Bale's character.
I don't think so. I think she has more dedication to Hugh Jackman's character.
No. In the end, it turns out, because remember, remember, she hates him for sending her to him.
Right, yeah.
So, I mean, I think, and she's the one who's like, tells Christian Bale's character, like, okay, you have this amazing trick, this illusion, and you're not even using it.
Right.
And you need more showmanship, which they explain about the whole illusionist thing during the movie. There's 3 stages to a great illusion. But, you know, I mean, that's the thing. You just got to watch the movie to really, really catch it.
And it's an amazing movie. Like I said,
absolutely beautiful.
That man, where it's starting in almost 18th or 19th century England.
Yeah, and America.
Yeah, and America. Yes. No, I don't think it was. No, it wasn't America.
That's where Hugh Jackman met Tesla.
Was it in America?
Yeah.
Okay. You're right. It was. You're right.
I know I'm right.
But yeah,
I'm always right.
But anyways, but yeah, I mean the movie's beautifully shot. The costumes are on point and accurate for the time that they're in.
And actually, the technology too.
Yes.
The cars, everything's accurate.
And actually, the acting from all parties, like they do an amazing job in the movie. This is my favorite.
Christopher Nolan has a very good sense of time.
He really does.
He has a good sense of timelines.
And for me, the acting is what set this movie above all the other ones, man. Because the actors in it, man, they did an amazing job selling their characters and bringing to the forefront each person's demons and what they want, and their demons and what they want to achieve. It's an amazing movie.
It's called. There's actually a little saying about people with ambition like that. It's like the snake that tried to take on the elephant. You know what happened to the snake?
You got stabbed the fuck out.
It got stomped.
Yeah.
That's pretty much like how it is with the ambition in this movie, and I almost think that's like where Nolan was like, oh man, that little saying, maybe that's what started off the Prestige.
Right, and actually I love that's the Prestige is my favorite Christopher Nolan movie of all time. Like I love that movie because of how it's shot and the mystery and the revelations at the end. Like that's my favorite movie by him. It really is.
That's a really very well done, underrated movie.
It is. Like I'm surprised that movie doesn't get talked about more when people talk about Christopher Nolan.
That's because most people are in awe and effect, or
the next movie we're getting to talk about, which is which most people would say is his greatest movie, which I disagree with. But it is still an amazing movie.
I don't disagree with it.
It's The Dark Knight. Now, The Dark Knight, which is one of the greatest comic book movies ever made and ever put on film.
I would not say that.
No, it is one of the greatest. I think it's one of the greatest.
No, I wouldn't say comic book movie.
Like, it is a comic book movie.
I think it's more of like a fan fiction film.
It's a comic book movie. It's no matter what, because it has a comic book characters in it.
Okay.
Now, one thing, like I said, like we talked about before.
It is his best movie of all time.
No, it's not.
It's one of the best movies of all time.
Not.
It's one of the best movies of all time.
No.
Yes.
It has one of the greatest performances of all time, but it's actually not one of the greatest movies.
Because of the performance, it's better.
So what?
Because of the performance, is better.
Okay, we're going to get into that. We'll get into that. But so The Dark Knight, we got the sequel to Batman Begins. And now we got
they hinted that at the end of
Batman Begins. Batman Begins where he showed the Joker card. Yeah. So now we got the Joker coming into the scene. You know, we get see it from the opening movie, which that opening scene was shot in IMAX, which that was an awesome scene. Which it does the part where he breaks out and drives the school bus. That takes some suspension of disbelief. All those school buses and no one's like, you know what, this bus is pulled out of a damn bank. Maybe I should report this to my superiors or somebody.
Yeah, I mean, they all got CBs.
Yeah, I'm like...
CB radios.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, that didn't, like, the dust and gravel falling off the back of that bus, should I tell you that something's wrong? But yeah, man, but I do agree.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but But what I like about this one is we do get one of the greatest performances of all time.
Of all time.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Heath Ledger. Yes.
As the Joker. As Heath Ledger even put it in one of his, he even said it in one of his interviews. He doesn't even like fucking comic books. He didn't.
Right.
He didn't even like comic books, but he gave us the best Joker performance of all fucking time.
And let's be honest here. When we heard that he was doing the movie, and he was gonna be the Joker?
I was pissed.
So was I. Everybody was like,
pissed off.
really?
Like,
the guy from
that's stupid.
Yeah, and everybody was like, there's no one could tell me a lie to my face and tell me they thought Heath Ledger was gonna make a great Joker, because the only thing we've seen him was like teen romantic comedies.
Or like the one where he's a jouster. Yeah, Knight's Tale.
Knight's Tale. This is all we have of him. We've never seen him in any type of role before this that would make us believe. Yeah, would make us believe he'd be able to carry a performance of the Joker that he did. And yeah,
because of him, every time now I hear about somebody getting casted as a comic book character, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt,
right?
Because of Heath Ledger, I was like, I was absolutely wrong with him,
right? Because everybody was, and no one can tell me they thought that Heath Ledger was going to make a great Joker.
Exactly. Nobody. I could have told you as soon as I heard about that. I was like,
as soon as I heard about it,
pissed off.
You're like, really?
Motherfucker don't even like he don't even like comic books.
Exactly. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, that's going to be horrible. And he ended up proving all of us wrong.
And I mean, he's brilliant. He locked himself in a fucking hotel room for months just so he can get the Joker character down. And he did it. And
that was, he did an amazing job. And I know it's not comic accurate, but I think, and it's not. No, it's not.
They've made comics now
based off of it, but before that, it was not comic accurate.
Yeah.
Like, if we're going to go over comic accuracy, it would be Jack Nicholson.
And
Jack Nicholson is the most...
I wouldn't say that because... I wouldn't say that.
Because he had the insanity and just... I think
you can't say that because they gave him a name. Jack Napier.
They gave him a name. But still, I mean, if we're just going by the Joker character,
looks.
He was looks, the mannerisms and just the way he presented the Joker. That's the most comic accurate Joker.
I'll give you that.
But the thing I like about that is that he made it based in reality. He made Joker more based in reality. And if the Joker was a character based in reality, it would be like Heath Ledger's Joker. He just wouldn't be insane like the one in the comic anarchist, wanting to destroy shit just to destroy
it. Shit up.
Yeah, exactly.
Burning money.
Burn the shit.
Piles of money.
Yeah, exactly. Some men just want to see the world burn.
That's Michael Caine.
Exactly. And you know what? I actually don't like him as
Alfred
Pennyworth.
I know.
I don't like him. The dude from the original Batman movies, I think he's better.
But he's dead now.
I know, but I think he's better. I like him better as Alfred.
Who? Jeremy Irons is actually better.
Jeremy Irons is a good one, but I still think I have to see another movie with just Batman in it to make my decision.
I think the reason why I like Jeremy Irons is he reminds me a lot of the Alfred from the comic book.
Right, where he's military trained and everything.
Smart ass.
Yeah, and I think too that it shows him more of his capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry, getting off subject. But
okay, let's go to the next one.
No, let's stay on the Dark
Knight.
Yeah, let's start it for
Man, I can make a whole video on the Dark Knight.
And I could too. And I can make a video on why the Dark Knight is not great. It's not the greatest comic book movie of all time.
Shut up.
It's not. It's really not. But
that's just because it's not a comic book movie.
No,
it's fan fiction.
No, it's not fan fiction. It's a legitimate comic book movie.
It's loosely based off of the comic book.
It's a comic book movie. If you have Batman and Joker, it's a comic book movie. No matter how realistic you try to make it, it's still a comic book movie.
All right. We'll agree to disagree.
We will. But I think, man, another person who does not get the credit he deserves.
Aaron Eckhart?
Yes, as Two-Face.
Harvey Dent?
Yeah, Harvey Dent, Two-Face. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves because he's actually a really good Two-Face in this, man. And a really good Harvey Dent. Yeah, and
I think one of the best quotes that he had as an actor.
If you live long enough, if you're here, when you're a hero, if you live, what was it?
Okay, hold on. It is, you're
either die a hero.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the enemy.
Yeah, become the villain. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
and he was talking about Julius Caesar.
Right, and it was a great quote because that usually is true.
And he pointed out the face of Gotham. You know, I mean, he was the white horse.
He was the one that was supposed to, and he was doing a good job of it.
And he did.
Yes.
And I think that's almost the downfall of the Dark Knight Returns or Dark Knight Rises. I think that was the downfall of the entire movie.
Downfall Rises.
Yeah, of The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, we're skipping ahead.
I know. I just had to throw that out there because.
But I think. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And another good casting choice was Gary Oldman.
Yeah, it's Commissioner Gordon.
Yes.
I think so too. Well, you know what? I don't know. Like I think he's a good choice. Like I love Gary Oldman. I want to do a shooting the shit about Gary Oldman by himself.
Yes,
because he's that awesome as an actor and that versatile. But I think I would prefer to see someone a little bit more.
You mean the original Commissioner Gordon?
Military trained, where like you see Year One, where Christopher Nolan was a badass. He didn't fuck around.
Yeah, that scene.
If you've never seen Batman Year One animated version, go watch it out. You'll see.
Comic books.
Yeah, well, so animated version is still good too.
The Year One, Frank Miller Year One Batman comic books. They're more based on Commissioner Gordon.
And they are, but and that's
there's a scene in the comic books where he's fighting another fellow detective.
Right.
He's like, oh, he's Green Beret. It's been a while since I've taken one down. It's like, what the fuck did you do before?
Right, exactly. And that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of mystery behind
Gordon
that
like,
no
what
one's
the
ever.
fuck did you do before you were a detective?
And no one's ever tapped
or
into
a street
that.
cop.
Yeah, because he you took him down a
like,
Green
dude,
Beret.
yeah.
Like you make it sound like it was easy.
Yeah, and it was.
It was. For
It's
him.
been a while.
Yeah.
He fucked that dude all up.
Yeah, and he did, and that's one thing I would actually like to see is like them going to.
I think Gary Oldman's a great choice because I think he could actually do that perfectly if he
not now.
Yes, he could.
No.
Yes, he could. As Gary Oldman now, yeah, he could.
I would love to have seen more of the special forces type type Commissioner Gordon than what we got. Which, like I said, this
Detective
is
Gordon.
Yeah, which is again, this is not taking anything away from Gary Oldman. He is a phenomenal.
Well, they would have to.
Actor.
They would have to cast a different actor to play
a younger version of him.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think would be a good Nolan.
I think so too. I would love to see Christopher Nolan do that.
Gordon. Or
Gordon. That's all it is.
Gordon.
That's it. Gordon.
Just Jim Gordon.
And that's all we need.
And that's another thing too that pisses me off a little bit is that he's married to Barbara Gordon, which Barbara Gordon is not his wife's name. Barbara Gordon is Batgirl.
That's right. Yeah, you good point. Yeah,
the Oracle.
Good point.
So, fan fiction.
We'll just really do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
Now, don't get me wrong. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
A lot of things that are in that movie and all the Dark Knight movies and Batman Begins that are wrong.
It is, but again, it's a movie based off. But the same thing we go for Marvel movies.
That's why we call it
based off the comics.
Loosely based.
But still, it's still really good. Even you might admit that.
Yes, they are. They are fantastic.
And for me, I don't think The Dark Knight is as great as everyone says it is. I think the performance of Heath Ledger is
makes
great.
The movie perfect.
Well, no, it don't. It really
actually
doesn't.
It does.
It does not.
It really does.
I almost want to do a shooting shit to go into detail of why The Dark Knight is as great as everyone says it is.
All right, look for that later.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
We're gonna do a Dark Knight.
Yeah,
we're gonna do a shooting the shit just on The Dark Knight.
Yeah, we will. It may be a little bit later, maybe a couple weeks from now, but we're gonna do a shooting the shit on The Dark Knight, and I'm gonna bring points as to why it's not as great as everybody thinks it is. Again, it's an awesome movie. Wonderfully shot.
I'll bring points on how it is as great as everybody thinks it is.
No, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Captain America: Winter Soldier is better.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think it is. I think it's a better. It's a
You're wrong.
movie.
But
again, we'll go into detail. But we're
gonna end this right now.
We're gonna take a break. Yeah, we're gonna take a break.
Take a break.
Christopher Nolan deserves 2 parts, maybe 3. But
2 parts.
2 parts. So we're gonna take a break right now. But we'll be back with y'all in a few minutes. We're gonna take a little smoke break. But we'll see y'all in a minute. Be back.